New Type is a fast and reliable source of Gunpla paints and tools shipped internationally. Purchasing with my affiliate link newtype.us/frostysnow also helps support me with a small commission. The Korean Gunpla Expo was held from the 24th to 27th of August at Koghee Mall in Seoul, where it's been held for the past few years. Koghee Mall is located just outside of Samsung Station. The mall is huge and can be a bit confusing, but there's usually signs and maps everywhere, plus information counters. Look at us taking thumbnail pictures for our YouTube channel. Yep. I heard on the first day of the expo, both the lines to get in and buy limited edition kits were extremely long. So we went on the next day, which was a Friday. It was still a weekday and I was hoping to avoid the crowds, but there were still a lot of people. Ah well. I think it's still better than going on a weekend, though they did have more events and guests on weekend in the past. I didn't see anything special like that this time around. I saw a lot of people buying this Gundam-based 20th anniversary Korean edition ashtray, which had a pretty cool design and colors. Here's the start to the stamp collection you can do to get a mystery prize. Since Witch from Mercury is the newest Gunpla anime, there was an entire section dedicated to it. If you're wondering, I haven't watched it yet myself. I should, but as you guys know, life has been really busy for me, and whenever I get into a new Gunpla anime, I just have to buy the kits. And you're always forced to buy the HGs until the MGs come out, so I'm just holding off on the anime a little bit longer. Kughee and I were really impressed with the MGSDs, which we saw in person for the first time. Kughee thinks Bandai has been releasing a lot of highly detailed kits to counter third-party sellers. For example, I've always been a big fan of the resin SD kits and have made a few on my channel. The MGSDs feels like a way to make such kits unnecessary. Bandai's PG Unleashed RX-78 is another example. I have a soft spot for cute little mini things. It was my first time seeing the Gundam artifacts in person and I was really impressed. To be honest, I never got what the hype was since they didn't even come painted, but seeing the potential with the painted pieces made me really want to try painting a few, especially as I'm also a fan of Warhammer miniatures, and these remind me a lot of them. They would be so cute and awesome to create a mini diorama world with. I also really enjoyed seeing all the other figures, toys, and models the expo had on display. A few of them brought back some old childhood memories, like the Pokemon, Tamagotchi, and a few anime. I had a younger brother, so I ended up watching a lot of different anime because of him. I'm still a fan of a few now, especially Naruto, Fullmetal Alchemist, Attack on Titan, and the more recent Demon Slayer, which had quite a few products on display. I've been to quite a few Korean Gunpla Expos, and they vary quite a lot each year in terms of scale and events. While this 2023 Expo was actually really large scale, it didn't have as many events as previous ones, where they bring in well-known Gunpla YouTubers, play games, draw prizes, and at the first expo I ever visited, Kawaguchi even did a live build demonstration. Of course, COVID diminished some of these live events, but things are well past that now in Korea. Overall, it was still a really impressive scale this year, and I was happy to see things return a bit back to normal.
천천히 찍고 있을게.
These two bad boys were definitely the star of the show. I was a bit surprised at how they were out in the open without a display case. I guess all the better to feast your eyes on? Here's some kits that I would really like to buy one day. The Unleashed RX-78, including the clear cause I love clear kits, and the PG Perfectibility. I'm not a new Gundam fan, but the bazooka on this is an undeniable presence. Kughee and I actually put in a good amount of effort to collect all the stamps for the mystery prizes. We had to go to each station set in the expo and complete certain tasks like taking pictures, following social media, answering a survey, making accounts, and so on. To be honest, it was a little shady from the start because when we went to ask the counter giving out the prizes what the prizes actually were, they just didn't give a straight answer. Well, you'll see. Here is a variety of random raffle draws. The Gundam one was definitely the most popular. It was 6,500 won for one ticket, which you draw and see which item you get. You do get to choose from within the category of your ticket. You're guaranteed to get something, so you don't walk away empty-handed. The big prizes are the kits, which are usually unique to the draw. I really enjoyed this part of the expo. It's nothing crazy or flashy, but I really liked the interactive aspect of it. Generally, everything on display is visual and you get to just look. But this not only had movement, sounds, and LED, but you get to control it. I had fun pressing all the buttons just to see what they all did and enjoyed being surprised by the engineering and creativity of each piece. Here is a build experience you get to do for free. I did it the first time I went to an expo and you get a free little RX-78 to build. They also had a live demonstration you could follow along to. The GBWC is generally my favorite part of an expo because you get to see painted builds you would normally never see in a Gundam-based store. It's always really inspiring seeing builds in person with your own eyes. Kughee and I usually have fun guessing which entry is going to win that year. I do want to mention that it wasn't easy filming the GBWC entries in particular because the area was kind of cramped and you kind of had to walk in a line in some areas. There were people in front of me pushing past and waiting behind me. I really wanted to include the artists' names in all the shots, film all the entries, and feature each one for an equal amount of time, but sometimes the situation just didn't allow me to do that. I hope everyone understands. I also get asked a lot about whether Kughee and I joined GBWC. Actually, neither of us have ever joined. Maybe one day? Until then, I actually just really enjoy the experience as a visitor. Overall, we really enjoyed the Korean Gunpla Expo this year. I love seeing all the new products, the cool displays, how other people go about painting and modifying their kits, and just being in a space designed for you to have fun and indulge guilt-free in your hobby. After becoming parents, Kughee and I don't get to go out together very often for experiences like this. This was probably the last Korean expo I'd get to go to for a while before we moved, and they just don't do expos of this scale in North America. I'll miss these kinds of experiences. At the same time, I'll be on the lookout for what the Gunpla scene in Vancouver has to offer and share them on my channel as well. Before leaving the expo, I went to check on the lineup for buying regular and expo limited edition kits, but the line was still long and Kughee and I had our parent duties. So unfortunately, I didn't get to film inside the area. So instead, I brought you guys for a quick scan of the Gundam base, also inside of COEX Mall. They didn't sell the Expo limited edition kits here, although it is displayed. Bandai seemed to be doing more on the storefront side of things this year, and this pop-up store, also inside COEX, sold some limited edition kits too, though they were mostly sold out. It was alright for us though, since we hadn't been planning on buying any kits, as we were moving soon. Okay. How was the expo?
I think Expo is a lot to see the Gundam.
You had to wait a long time. Thanks for waiting.
Yeah. It's gonna be very fun.
The lineup for getting whatever it is that we're gonna get. This is what we got for the stamps, for standing in line for a really long time, doing all the things that are required, and this is what we got. I'd actually rather just keep the stamps. We didn't plan to buy anything because you also have to wait in line for that, so.
Go home, bye bye.
Did you notice an upgrade in my video quality? Yes, I got a new 4K camera. It is with the support of my patrons that I am able to create and upgrade my channel content. Patrons receive exclusive perks like extra real-time footage, ad-free and early access to my videos, and an invitation to my Discord channel, where you can chat with me and fellow Gunpla hobbyists. Join us at patreon.com/frostsnow. Thanks for watching!